Okay, this is page 5, and question 6 reads, do you think Miss Orville will have a positive or negative impact on Roger and the other students? Support your answer with evidence. Okay, interesting. She seems pretty mean up to this point, but will she have a positive or negative impact on Roger? Let's see. So we're looking for evidence of that. Okay, page 5. That darling cowbell, laughed one of the group at the familiar clang. Did I tell you Anne's class is having a taffy pull on Friday? Where else in the frantic city of New York? The third grade was the last class to exit from the building on Monday. Not only that, but Mrs. Clark noted that the children appeared strangely subdued. Some of them were actually reeling, all but dazed. As for Roger, eyes taut and pleading, he quickly pulled his mother down the block, signaling for silence. When enough distance had been gained, words erupted from him. "No, we don't have a new teacher," he flared wildly. "We got a witch for a new teacher. It's the truth. She's from Hansel and Gretel, the same horrible eyes, and she steals toys." "Yes," he repeated in mixed outrage and hurt. "By accident you happen to put some toys in your book bag, and she steals 'em. I'll fool her. I won't bring any more toys to school," he howled. "Know what children are to her? Plants. She did. She called us plants. Miss Awful, that's her name." Such was Roger's distress that his mother offered to stop at the Schraffs on 13th Street and treat him to a soda. "Who's got time for sodas?" he bleated. "I have homework to do, punishment work, 10 words, 10 times each, on account of the witch's spelling test." 10 words, 10 times each? Mrs. Clark repeated. "How many words were on the test?" 10, moaned Roger. "Everyone wrong. Come on, I've got to hurry home. I don't have time to waste." Refusing to be consoled, he headed for the brownstone and the desk in his room. On Tuesday, together with the other mothers, Mrs. Clark was astonished to see the third grade march down the steps of St. Jeffrey's in military precision. Clop, clop, the children marched, looking neither to the left nor right, while behind them came a stiff-backed, iron-haired woman in a pepper and salt suit. "One, two, three, 1, 2, 3," she counted, then clapped her hands in dismissal. Turning, she surveyed the assemblage of goggle-eyed mothers. "May I inquire if the mother of Joseph Lambert is among you?" she asked. "I'm Mrs. Lambert," replied a voice meekly, whereupon Miss Orville paraded directly up to her. The rest of the mothers looked on, speechless. "Mrs. Lambert, your son threatens to grow into a useless member of society," stated Miss Orville in ringing tones that echoed down the street. "That is, unless you term watching television useful. Joseph has confessed that he views 3 hours per evening." "Only after his homework's finished," Marjorie Lambert allowed. "Madam, he does not finish his homework. He idles through it, scattering mistakes higgledy-piggledy. I suggest you give him closer supervision. Good day." With a brief nod, Miss Orville proceeded down the street, and it was a full minute before the mothers had recovered enough to comment. Some voted in favor of immediate protest to Dr. Jameson, St. Jeffrey's headmaster, on the hiring of such a woman, even on a temporary basis. But since it was temporary, the mothers concluded it would have to be tolerated. Nancy Reeves, Bruce's mother, kept staring at the retreating figure of Miss Orville, by now far down the block. "I know her from somewhere, I'm sure of it," she insisted, shaking her head. Okay, once again, do you think Mrs. Orville will have a positive or negative impact on Roger and the other students? Support your answer with evidence. And remember too that we are writing in complete sentences. You have a question, turn it into a statement and answer it. So instead, when you say when it asks, do you think Miss Orville will have a positive or negative impact on Roger and other students? Rephrase it and start your sentence as Miss Orville will have a positive impact or will not have a positive impact, will have a negative impact on Roger and the other students because, and then give us evidence from the passage as well. Don't forget to do that. It's important. And Make sure you answer this one before you move on too.